rattle off how much injustice I've had. The foundation I had was intellectual and definitely about loving and caring for kids. The injustice is these official queens are actually criminals. They're invading my whole family. You know, there is a real law I read that we are to not be tampered with by government officials, our peaceful, loving life, and they are. They've gone to Carol, they've gone to Kurt, they've gone to Stephanie, they've gone to Darren, my cousin, they've gone to all of them. This is tampering with my peaceful, loving connections and ruining my life. It's the first stage of ruining somebody's foundation. I was very well connected. My mother doesn't spend years making a business for me to not be connected to other people, which was completely bought from under me. And then it's like they kept me oppressed. I did over 300 to 500 job applications and I'm qualified for them. It was answering the phone and also planting vegetables. And I've been oppressed by my ex and his bees and these women, and they're hoarding my future and my way to be free. And this butter guy who keeps putting me in these court cases and destroying my life and my name. And it's like, for what? It's like, I don't have the power to ruin my ex's life. So, but you've actually just ruined my life. So every time they've blamed me, you just think that that's what they've done to me because they blame me for ruining his life. He just ruined my life twice.
And bullying girls that I haven't.
Saying that it's not true. That I'm a bitch. When I just left him quite peacefully and asked for some help to get into this house in Raglan or something, and I'm blamed for all the stuff. They blamed me for having sex and being a slut. Like, apparently Miss Facebook, she's hired by Facebook, is allowed to just hack into all of my private information. That's the higher level of government right there. So she's just been allowed to do that and pretend she's just some nice girl and I was just some big slut that fucked him and all the sex tapes has gone on. That's against my will. Then I'm not allowed to what else? You know, there was a woman called Adelina Bond, and she's a really great spiritual reader, and she was a Kiwi. And she basically became a targeted individual like me, and she disappeared from the world. You know, what happened to her? What she's saying happens to me. They're in my emails, they're blocking me talking, they've erased me from the...
If I go out the gate, I have all these people watching and calling and then popping their heads out the top windows. So you walk down the road, you can see like all of a sudden there's a bunch of cars sitting watching where you're going and being on their phones. It's just, I know it sounds really paranoid, but it's just getting a little bit too coincidental for me. It's like wherever I go, there seems to be some groups of people following me and keeping me trashed or keeping me silenced type thing. Like they won't let me be my own individual. They want me to be part of this whole scenario where I'm outcast of love and happiness.
Culture and history. The Japanese and their culture really are, when they build a system, are really against health. So they don't really like to support people like that, like the British do. I think the British do. So I'm being very condemned for having this post-trauma, but I'm still performing. I was still doing 30 plus hours a week and I'm still an intellectual. And how I look at home is like, nobody else is surveillanced in their home 24 hours a day for 7 years unless they're being blackmailed. Like, why am I being blackmailed? And it's like, well, yeah, I look like trash quality because you feed me chemicals every day in my room. Like, what do you expect? And yeah, my vagina looks like trash because you cut it all open. And it never looked perfect anyway. I never had a perfect vagina. I've really had enough of this. Like, I don't have to live up to this fascist brutality. Like, nobody should. What you should be asking is, why are they entering a home with a mob of men beating her and raping her? Why are they going on that she wants anal sex? Why have they bought all of her friends in the land and are making her pay tax to breathe or to even have friends, and she's not good enough to have friends because she is discriminated so racistly. It's not a democracy. My mum went around telling everybody that I'm absolutely crackers when she's held under this abuse of power because of, is it Pamela? Like, they just came into my home and ruined my business, and they are really well known as artists now. I don't want to be like hidden away. Like, I would like to have my own community, to talk to people. I'm just a normal, natural person that wants to have my life, and I was beautiful. She seems to be blocking me having my beauty, so I don't want to be aged before my time. All I've had is this structural violence and oppression for years, and I'm not allowed a future. I don't know what to do. They've cut off my heart through the police. I went all over the world. That police followed me. These 3 guys followed me all around the world, chaining up my heart to every organisation, chaining up my heart all in Australia. But I made some new kind of friends at church, and it's like, at the end of the day, you say I'm a creep. I think they're creeps. So I've gone to a church in Geelong. They're well known in this Geelong and got me hated. I, you know, I make friends all the time. Like, it's not that hard for me because I am a social person. I've had to be. I make my own business and it gets torn down out of jealousy, and horrific violence happened to me with punching me in the head. And she's got my mum on her side. How do you think I feel? She's already got all of my friends. She's got my family. Now she's got my ex-partner and these girls are helping them destroy my life. And now John's gone in, making an underground